Well, Al, you asked me to do an assignment, right?
That's right, Charles. I sure did.
You told me to get a guest, somebody that the NFW Nation would like.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something now.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine, and definitely a friend of yours, and a friend of the NFW Nation. Welcome, Mr. Rob Conway. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing fantastic, man.
All
Great
right.
to be back talking to you guys. It's been a while, and I'm just happy to be a part of NFW. You know, it's my home promotion. It's a place I always enjoy being, and I'll be back there soon.
Well, Rob, we're real proud of you. A lot of things have happened in the last couple months. You're now the NWA World Champion. How does that feel? And tell us a little bit about that, if you would, please, sir.
Man, it feels great. I mean, just to be here coming out of your mouth, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Man, I mean,
There you go.
you know, just to never take it away from me. You know, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Lou Thez, you know, I mean, the Funks, Jack Briscoe, you know, Von Erich. I mean, the list goes on, and along with that, it's going to be, you know, the Iron Man Rob Conway. And I guess the new saying is going to be, in order to be the man, you're going to have to be the Iron Man. At least that's the way it's going to be until somebody beats me as the world's heavyweight champion.
Well, I like that. It's a prestigious belt. I'll get it out here in a minute. I mean, like I said, a lot of guys have held it, and it's definitely the belt that I grew up with and the belt that I have a lot of respect for. But the thing we're really looking forward to, Rob, is getting you back. But before we talk about that, I do have one question for you. I know you wrestled, I'm going to try to say this and not butcher it, the Tokyo Monster, Kahakas. Would you say he was one of the toughest competitors ever?
He was pretty tough. I mean, that definitely was a earned victory. I came away with the championship belt, but I came away with a lot more bruises and scratches and cuts than I've had in years. So it was definitely wasn't an opponent that I dominated. I mean, I pretty much got my ass kicked the whole match, and was lucky enough to have enough energy to hit him with the spear and then hit him with the ego trip. And that's really, you know, the two moves that it took when it was all said and done after getting hit with the chair 5 times, kendo stick, you know, about 30 chops, and just to endure that and then come back with, you know, and have the energy and the power to pretty much hit 2 moves and become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. After a beating I took for about 25 minutes. I mean, I'll be honest with you, you know, normally that doesn't happen. You know, you don't see me getting the short end of the stick in matches that often, but when it was all said and done, I was very proud to be the world's heavyweight champion. And I tell you what, I've got a big match coming up, a pay-per-view. You know, I'll be representing NWA, representing NFW. Got a big pay-per-view coming up at New Japan Pro Wrestling on April the 7th in Tokyo.
Wow,
and hopefully I can get through that. If I can get through that, then I'm obligated on April 20th to go to Houston and defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship against Chris Masters. And that's the only reason that I wouldn't be at NFW in Evansville, Indiana at the Metro Sports Complex, because I have an obligation to, you know, NWA.
Well, we certainly understand that. Well, Rob, what I want to ask you, a lot of people out there don't know, but this actually, you wasn't even prepared for this match. Am I correct in that, in asking you that?
Yeah, I wrestle at the NWA branded outlaw wrestling in San Antonio, but I'm also the general manager there. I signed a year contract 4 months ago to be the general manager of their shows and events. And that night I wasn't going to wrestle. I was just going to, you know, as the general manager, actually made the match between the world champion Kahagas and Jax Dane, who's the #1 contender in Texas for the NWA Championship. And then he got jumped before the match by 5 guys, in which they actually hit his ankle with a chair twice. He was unable to compete, and the NWA president, along with Jax asked for me, because we're really good friends, to be able to take his spot. So, I mean, it was literally right before the match. They had 2 more matches they put on, and we ended up going on in the main event. So it was a big surprise to everybody for me to even have that match.
Well, I know I was certainly surprised, and you know, it goes with that old theory. it's a football theory, but it's like like they say, any given Sunday. And man, you're definitely a tough competitor. I mean, I would not rather see anybody have that belt than you. You've worked hard. You're always a professional. You're a gentleman. You're everything that this sport needs, and you're a role model for the young people. And I'm just glad you're talking to us tonight. I'm glad you're the world champion. I'm glad you're part of NSW, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate all that. I mean, I think that just goes to show NFW Nation the kind of caliber of athletes that we have here in New Focus Wrestling. For a New Focus Wrestling superstar such as myself, I mean, a person who, bleeds the green and black here at New Focus, to be able to go out and become the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. I've had my shares of victories and had my shares of defeats. As a matter of fact, I've lost before in New Focus Wrestling to Master Rich, Johnny Richards. I've lost in the past to Vic the Bruiser. I believe that's the only two I can think of. But I'm just saying, now I'm the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, so that gives you an idea of the caliber of athletes that we have in New Focus that I haven't just run through our roster. That, I've had my battles, and I've, with some of the best, and then to become the NWA World Heavyweight Champion just shows you where our guys are. I mean, they're looking at me right now, and I'm the world champion. So New Focus Wrestling brings in the top talent in the world, but we have some of the top talent that are there, every single month. I mean, on our roster, me, Vic the Bruiser, Flash Flanagan, Johnny Richards, I mean, just to name a few.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, we have a great roster. We've got Pondo back now. We've got Cliff Compton, which he's a tough competitor. But the thing is, there's a lot of stuff that's happened since you've been gone. Johnny Richards is it's kind of weird, man. He's came back to somewhat of his senses, and I'm gonna tell you what, he's a tough competitor. As a matter of fact, the first words out of his mouth, I spoke to him right after that, and he says, he says, I've wrestled Rob before, and he says, just let Rob know that there's a target on his back. So you got a lot of guys, jokingly, but you got a lot of guys, man, they're after your title, and I'm so glad you're in NSW, and representing our company. Like I said, we got Rich, we got Vic, we got Cliff, we got a bunch of guys, but man, you know what? We got the best company. I'm going to stick my neck out. Maybe not everybody will agree with me, but I think we got one of the best companies, if not the best company in the Midwest, and we're glad to have all you guys.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head right there. There's a huge target on my back, but it's something I've been used to because I've not just the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, but I've been the New Focus Heavyweight Champion. And when you're a New Focus, that's the main target. Everybody wants to be a champion. When you go somewhere and somebody asks you, so you wrestle, right? You're the Iron Man, right? And then they say, are you the champion? I mean, you want to be able to say yes, because if you're wrestling New Focus Wrestling and you're not the champion, then you're not the best.
That's absolutely
right.
Right
Now in New Focus Wrestling, Johnny Richards is the best. He's a champion.
He's the best to come down the pike in a long time. And I'm going to tell you something, Rob. Like I told you, a lot of things have changed. And the reason for the change of heart, Lou and Johnny, I'm not going to keep you on here forever, but this coalition, man, and I feel kind of bad about that because I brought one of these guys in, Nick Iggy. They're just running amok, Rob. I mean, I don't know what it is. And I don't know if you know, but they're kind of just being, a little bit too cocky. So, what's your feelings on those guys? And then I'm not going to keep you.
Well, the last time I wrestled Johnny Richards, those guys interrupted our match. And they made their debut. They banded together and said they wanted to get noticed. So, I think that was one of the turning points in Rich's attitude. He saw where, hey, these guys are punks. They haven't paid any dues. They're young guys that want more than what they deserve. So then me and him, we decided that we were on the same page again.
Absolutely.
And then, we have a lot of respect for each other and always have. Even when we were going against each other, he's, the best partner I've had in New Focus Wrestling, and he's been the toughest opponent I've had in New Focus Wrestling. So I think that the coalition, the main thing about them is, see, they want things now, and they don't want to pay their dues. They don't want to earn them.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, I hear Coalition, I hear Colin a lot in there when I hear that, because I just think of those guys. That's what I keep thinking of. I'm thinking, man, these guys, cause that's what they are. They're just, you know.
Oh, I'm going to have to agree with. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you knew this or not, but that night, as you know, Al and I, we wear many hats at the show, and I don't forget what I was doing, but it was something, and all of a sudden I heard, I don't know if you know this or not, I heard the Iron Man theme song, and I thought, well, I would know if Rob's going to be here, and show you how cocky these guys are. Not only did he play your music, but Daniel Leeds, Rich and I like to call him the handsome kid, he comes out wearing a Just Look at Me Now t-shirt. What you got to say about that, Rob?
And you can buy the t-shirt, you can buy the glasses, you can wear them, and you can go to the ring in them, but doesn't mean you're going to perform like the Iron Man. You know, they can go out and buy them a New Focus t-shirt and a Johnny Richards t-shirt, and they can put it on, and they can go to the ring, but don't mean that they're going to perform like Johnny Richards.
That's right, my friend.
There's a reason why we've gotten the spots that we've got. That's because we earned them. And it all goes back to these guys taking shortcuts. Hey, let me go buy somebody else's shirt. Let me come out to their music. Probably the best reaction that guy will ever get in his career is when he came out to my music.
I'll agree with you. Because like you said, he wants it now. He don't want to work for it. And I know you worked hard.
The guy's not going to have a long career if he doesn't pay his dues. And when he bites off more than he can chew, I mean, you got to learn that you get better, get more seasoned, and then you get in there with the top guys. There's a reason why we're the top guys.
That's right.
You get in there too fast. You get in those matches too fast. You bite off more than you can chew. And people say, yeah, I remember that guy. He wrestled for a year or so, and then he got hurt. And now, you know, he's flipping burgers and coming to the shows and sitting in the back telling people how big and strong he used to be the time that he got in the ring with us. And he's got another loss on his belt. But, you know, there's something to be said. Like I said, me and Rich had our problems over the years, but there was never a lack of respect because I know what he's been through. Same way with Flash Flanagan, same way with Vic the Bruiser. All those guys, we've had our differences, we've hated each other, we've been friends, but there's never been a lack of respect because I know the dues that they paid over the last 15, 20 years. These guys have no respect. So what it all is going to come down to is either we're going to have to teach them respect or we're going to have to beat some respect into them.
That's right. I've known Rich since pretty much his career started. I'm going to tell you about respect for him. Then I'm going to say one more thing, and then we're going to let you go, and we appreciate you being here. But when Rich was starting out, and I'm going to tell something, he might get mad at me but this is the truth if I ever told it. I'm an older guy, and I'm not ashamed of that. Do you know that kid would meet me at the door and literally carry my bags in and literally carry them out? And I said, you don't have to do that. He goes, no, you're my elder, and I respect you. Those guys know nothing about that. I've got a theory. When you start thinking you're good, that's as good as you're going to get right there because you stop trying. You're not hungry anymore. To use the cliche, you don't have the eye of the tiger. But, Rob, I'm not going to keep going on about those guys because all that's doing is making them sit there in their little glory hound sitting there thinking they're somebody when they're not. But listen, thank you very much. Mama Rich, you know, she's going to be so glad that you're here and coming back. And thank you so much for taking the time out to be on our show. It's about your gym time, isn't it?
It's getting close, but I'll tell you something. There's nothing that's going to keep me from coming there in May. I will be back. I don't care what's going on. I'm coming to New Focus Wrestling. And there's a good chance that I'm going to be somehow involved in something with the coalition, because that's really what I want.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I will be back here, and I will be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I don't care who they put in front of me. I worked too hard to get it, to go losing it anytime soon.
I know that's right. Well, Rob, thank you very much. Have a good workout, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you in May. And, Al, you got anything to say to the Iron Man before he hangs up?
Yeah, Rob, I just want to congratulate you, and also thank you for being on here. It's an honor to have the Iron Man on the Luv Shak, and like I said, congratulations. Good luck on your future NWA, also world title, and we are looking forward to seeing you hopefully in May. and to kick some coalition butt, my friend.
Let's do it to Conway in May.
There you
Don't
go.
forget,
Do it to Conway. That's the best
April
way to
20th
go.
right there in
Thank you very
Evansville.
much, Rob. It's an honor to have you on here.
Going to be a fantastic event, like all new Focus Wrestling events are. You're going to have some great talent there. So if you live in Evansville, if you live in Princeton, if you live in Owensboro, it doesn't matter. If you live in Chicago, drive down. Be at New Focus Wrestling on April the 20th. I'll be there in spirit, and then I'll be there for sure in May.
There you go. Thank you, and we'll see you in May, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Take care, guys.
Take care, Iron Man. Take care, champ.
Well, Al, what do you think about that? Did I do a good assignment for you? I had the Iron Man for you.
I owe you one, Charles. I owe you one, so I'm going to have to pay you back, ain't I?
Well, we always, that's kind of how we do things. Like the young folks say, that's how we roll, Big Al.
That's right. But we're not done yet, Charles. We're not done yet.
We're not. What you
I'll
got
tell you
for
what.
me, Al?
You had your surprise, now I've got mine, okay?
Hey, I'm ready.
All right, now I'll tell you what. We're going to finish up the Luv Shack with a couple other guests, and you're going to hear from me here in a second. So, tell you what, they come on in and bless our bless. I'm getting tongue tied again. Give us their bless their presence. Whatever. Just come on in.
Don't bless me. I don't need
Bless us with their presence. That's it. I got it right. See? How you doing?
I'm good. How are
I don't
you?
need blessing.
All right, Charles.
Is Johnny Wither?
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Glad to. Wow, this is a Star-Spangled Night.
I'm
Got the
telling you.
Khloe Master. We got Rich Heck Bars. This had my Iron Man. How dare the coalition show up now?
There you go.
I wish they would.
So you had me tongue tied. I was so surprised.
I didn't mean
Bless us with their presence. I got it now. I said it
There
twice.
you go. I don't
There
need-
you go.
Good job, Al.
Now you're here for a reason,
I'm here for a
and
reason.
you're gonna let us know what the reason is.
You know, Vic, he's been hanging out with the coalition here lately, and then, you know, SOL's coming back into the picture all of a sudden.
SOL/Wrecking Crew.
Wrecking Crew, Gators with them. So, without a shadow of a doubt, I figured if SOL has the Wrecking Crew and Vic has his band of merry men, on April 20th, I give to you the resurrection of the Rich Revolution.
Resurrection, Rich Revolution. What do you think about that, Charles?
Everybody.
And I promise this will be a different revolution than before.
More T-shirts?
More t-shirts. Absolutely. Buy the shirts. But
Okay.
That's not it.
That's not it?
I told everyone to have a major announcement this week.
Okay.
Hey, can you give us a clue who's going to be in it, Rich?
You'll find out on April 20th.
All right, buddy. Well, that's good enough.
I will send
Well,
an
let me ask
open...
something. Johnny, will you listen to Rob, or did you have a chance to hear that?
I
Or
heard what Rob had to say, and I will throw an open invitation to Rob Conway to be a newest member of the Revolution.
well, I'll tell you what, he just might take you up on it because he told Al now, you know, he said that, hey man, well, we'll be back May the 25th, I think it is, and he said, the thing on my mind is I want some of the coalition, so hey, send that out there, baby, he'll probably accept it. Well, this is getting better by the minute, Albert.
If you think that's good, major announcement.
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
You know, I was sitting there, and we were talking about this the other day, and I was watching wrestling from a fan's point of view. Fans hate seeing the outcome in disqualifications and countouts.
Yep.
And fans come to a wrestling show because they want to see wrestling, they want to see action, they want to see fighting. So,
I see blood.
oh, there's going to be blood.
Oh, there will be blood.
There's going to be blood.
Good.
That's a new movie,
So-
part 2.
Oh, the blood will flow, I promise you that. So starting April the 20th, from here on out, in every single match, there will no longer be countouts, and there will no longer be disqualifications.
Okay.
There's a straight up winner in every single match starting April 20th.
What do you think about that,
Heck yeah,
Charles?
buddy.
Huh?
What do you think about that? Al? I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, it's going to be something. There's got to be a winner, right? There's got to be a winner in every match. There's got to be a winner.
Pinfall or
I love
submission.
it. I love it.
If they can't win, you know, by pinfall or submission, there's other places hiring.
McDonald's.
McDonald's on Main Street.
Buffalo Wild
There you
Wings.
go. There you go.
Buffalo Wild Wings is looking for a greeter.
Let me ask you something there, Johnny. If that happens, what about interference?
I mean, referees will have some kind of play a little bit. You know, if it's above and beyond what needs to be
They
done.
got to count 1, 2, 3.
You know,
Okay, I understand
If they
that
got to
one.
count that, okay.
extreme cases, you know, they can adjust the rules as needed.
Okay.
But you know, I'll have the coalition, and of course, Khloe will have I'm the Revolution. Of course, we got your back if you want it. And everyone seems to have a group watching their backs now. So I don't think interference would be too big of a problem.
There you go, Charles.
I got a hatchet too.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, man. I never thought a few months ago that I would like to hear the words, the revolution is back. But guess what, Al?
What's that?
I'm glad to hear the revolution is back. I want these little skinny pencil neck geek punks, these little cheeseburgers running around, especially that little short, sawed-off field mouse Darren Flynn and Nick Iggy. I see, I ain't going to say. I think he's changed his name to Nicole after looking at his Facebook page.
Sure.
But anyways, I'm glad Johnny Richards has got the revolution, man. You don't know how tickled I am about that. And I'm also tickled to see that Khloe's by his side. And I'm also real tickled that the Iron Man's back. So, I try to be nice and clean on here. But, Johnny, will you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Kick Dick's ass and the coalition like their asses have never been kicked before. Kick their asses to the moon, my brother.
I probably haven't seen anything yet. I promise.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But tell you what, April 20th, April Aftermath at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive, here in Evansville, Indiana. Bell time, 7:30 p.m. on a Saturday night. You gonna sit? The Rich Revolution. I can say that now.
I say that now.
We'll make their return, and it's gonna be a first blood match with Johnny Richards, head of the Rich Revolution, going against Vic the Bruiser Lewis. And fans bring the weapons, first blood match.
Fans bring the weapons, first blood match. Just don't bring glass.
Just don't
There's
bring
the
glass.
AstroTurf and there's things out there. Everything else is cool.
Oh,
Or guns or knives, I guess.
okay.
That wouldn't be cool.
Hey, Johnny, am I allowed or am I not allowed to bring a weapon, or is that not cool?
Absolutely. Bring anything you want to bring. The more the merrier.
Albert, I think I got an idea.
What's that?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. I know how you are on them. I'll tell you later ideals.
I got
Well,
some
Al,
plans I
you know
made
what?
myself.
You're going to be the man that can pull this off for both of us.
Okay.
I got those.
All right. Just let me know. I'll be rock and rolling and ready.
Okie dokie.
So like I said, you got the first blood match. The Rich Revolution is back. You got tri-state title with Bobo Brazil Jr. as a champion. He's been champion for that for a long time.
My husband.
Going up against Clem Compton.
I like Cliff.
Domino.
Domino.
He's
I like
tough.
Cliff.
He's tough.
He is.
And also we got the women's match. Crazy Mary Dobson's making her NFW debut against another one, a newcomer, Athena. That's going to be something right there.
I think out of Dallas, Mary Dobson, a product of Pondo. It's not as good as a product of Johnny Richards, but it's still a good product.
Oh, it's going to be something. I mean, then we got the Flash Flanagan and making his return, Dangerous Doug Gilbert.
DG.
He was a member of the Revolution. That kind of makes you wonder now.
Flash was too.
There you go. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. It makes you kind of wonder, like, They're going to get JP Lightning and Sebastian Eris. And, I ain't going to say nothing about him. If you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all, right?
Right.
There you go.
Can I tell a story about Sebastian?
Then you got Gator McAllister taking on the Madman Pondo himself, the hardcore icon.
Gator.
And I tell you what, he was great last time he was
Big
here.
trouble.
Then you got SOL,
Gang bang.
the Wrecking Crew / SOL, taking on 3 members of the coalition. I'm sure you'd be rooting for SOL for a first time, a long time.
If SOL can't get the job done, then maybe the Revolution take care of SOL and the coalition.
I'm pretty sure they're tough. They're a tough group.
They
So.
better.
Then we got other matches. We got the unification title with the Brandon Espinoza and Ace Hawkins, the No Limits champions, taking on the River City Saints, Tempest and Johnny Whiplash, who were members of the Rich Revolution
They
too.
were members of the Revolution at one time.
For the NFW tag title and No Limits title combined.
Darren Flynn was a member of the Revolution at one time.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
Saying.
Everything's going good so far. But you got Canadian Kid going to be there. You got
Hello, you have Khloe.
and Chloe's going to make her return also. Can't wait to see it. And you got some fans out there now.
I do. I got a lot of fans.
You got a lot of fans out there. You got a good fan base. Rowdy Red. The Porky Pig.
Tell you.
I knew you were going to do that.
Jose Kane making his return also. And Tebow and more. I mean, I'll tell you what. This, it's getting... What's that?
We got a good show going on.
Oh, it's getting better and better.
She's an 8-person tag.
There's not every match, there's got to be a winner. Fans bring the weapons, first blood, tri-state title, unification title, women's match.
Chloe's in an 8-man tag.
In an 8-man tag. Well, it's not 8-man. Well,
Well,
3
eight.
men.
Well, 7 men and 1 woman. There you go.
8-person tag match, right?
There you
go. Khloe be making her turn in an 8-person tag match.
She's teamed up with your boy Al.
Oh, you gonna team up with the Canadian Kid?
Yeah.
Canadian Kid.
Yeah, all right. There you go.
Chloe, Canadian Kid, and the Kings, who was here last time, wrestled.
Oh, they were good. They were good. Yeah.
Taking on the team of Chris Norte, Benny Bray, Josiah Kane, and a mystery partner.
And a mystery partner. Oh, shoot. Well, I can't wait to find out that too. But I tell you, there's surprise, surprise, surprise. I tell you what, Charles, what do you think about all the action going on right now?
I think it's great, man. We had a great show. I like these double hitters like that, man.
Oh, yeah. It's
It was
something,
really a good surprise to hear Johnny Richards show up and have Khloe with him. That's always a good sign there. And I'm glad to hear really about the Revolution coming back.
Yep.
It's great to have Rob back. But you know what, Al? I'm going to get talking to you. I got an idea on this fans breaking weapons match.
What's that?
I ain't telling you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Tell you later.
Again, like we said,
I
New
just
Focus
can tell you
Wrestling.
this. Johnny Richards will love it.
I do like weird things.
You know how twisted I am, Johnny.
All right, like I said, New Focus Wrestling presents April Aftermath, Saturday, April 20th. Bell time 7:30 p.m. at the Metro Sports Center, 5820 Metro Drive, here in Evansville, Indiana. Like I said, you got tri-state title, you got unification title, you got a women's match, you got eight-person tag match. You got the First Blood Fans Bring Weapons match. You got the Hardcore Icon coming back to taking on Gator.
Then you got the special referee.
Huh?
The special referee.
Oh yeah. Then you got the 6-man tag match with special referee.
Big Al.
There you go. I love it. And you got many more. Like I said, Doug Gilbert, Fice Flanagan, J.P. Lightning, Sebastian Harris, Harris, whatever.
I got a story about
And
Sebastian.
many more. What's that?
I got a story about Sebastian.
Can you say it, or is it kind of like bleep, bleep, bleep?
Just keep it to yourself.
We wait till we turn the cameras off. You can tell me that I can post it. Okay. All right, hey, Charles. I tell you, is there anything else you want to say without a bleep, bleep, bleep?
Yes.
Yeah, my phone's dying on me, dude. I just want to say thanks to Johnny and Khloe, thanks to the Iron Man, and thank you for giving me a chance to go out and a little assignment like that. Want to welcome everybody April 20th. Get your tickets quick. Mama Rich has got them ready to go. They're
That's
hot
right.
off the press. She's always bringing fine talent to us, so we'll see you guys April 20th. How about that, Albert?
That'll work. You got anything else you want to say?
Yes, quit posting stuff on Facebook that tells me I'm going to win a free iPod.
There you go. All right, Charles, I'll tell you what. You spread love once already. You want to do it again?
You know what, Al?
What's that?
Hey, Khloe, you there, sweetie?
I'm here, Charles.
I'm going to lead it up, and I want you to spread the love for me. Will you do that?
Spread the love.
Yeah, I'm going to do the other part, and then you just spread the love with me. Will you do that?
I will do it with you, Charles.
All right, sweetie, here we go. Just remember this, NFW Nation. Don't fight amongst yourself. Leave the fight to us. All you got to do is spread the love. See you, Johnny.
Take
See you,
care.
Khloe.
See you
Bye-bye,
later.
Big Al. Ain't no shit. I got the split. Like the fighter said to the day, I'm going to plant you down. Dig you later.
Tracy Smith.